came out this past weekend is that it's been not officially announced by the WB, but it's been going around enough that at this point we can't call it a rumor, and that is that Margot Robbie has been cast as Harley Quinn for the Suicide Squad movie. So this news is big in a lot of ways, because if you're a fan of the Harley Quinn character, you are probably really happy with just the simple fact that Harley Quinn is going to be in a live action Suicide Squad movie, or just the fact that Harley Quinn is going to be in a movie on the silver screen with a movie budget. Like, that thought right there is just alone to be happy about. And it also kind of confirms that yes, they are going with the new 52 Suicide Squad, and Harley Quinn is going to be in that team up. Because there are people out there that weren't sure whether or not they're going to go with the new 52, which has Harley Quinn, or they were going to go with the original Suicide Squad that didn't have Harley Quinn. But it's kind of obvious that it seems like the DC Cinematic Universe, when it comes to film, is going to be following the new 52. Because as far as we're seeing, they're taking a lot of elements from the new 52 and implementing it into this universe, you know, certain things here and there. And as far as putting Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad, it's a given they're going with the new 52 Suicide Squad, which is great because I personally like the new 52 Suicide Squad, so that makes me really happy. And as a fan of Harley Quinn, I'm just happy that she's going to be in a live action movie regardless of how big or small her role is. I just been wanting to see a legit Harley Quinn more than what we've seen her in the past. I mean, she was on Birds of Prey, but I'm sorry to say that Harley Quinn that we got on Birds of Prey was not the Harley Quinn that I grew up on. That was not the animated Batman Harley Quinn or the comic book Harley Quinn. I don't know what that was, but that it was not the Harley Quinn that I wanted to see. And I remember watching Birds of Prey and never connecting my brain and that supposed Harley Quinn to the legit Harley Quinn. I always remember seeing her as like, this is supposed to be an older Harley Quinn who doesn't really act like Harley Quinn. This is boring. Why? And then we had the, you know, small little cameo on Arrow in season 2, which was basically just a silhouette of Harley Quinn, which was the most accurate portrayal of Harley Quinn on any live action thing we've seen so far, but we never really saw her. We saw a silhouette of her. So if Margot Robbie is going to be in the Suicide Squad as Harley Quinn, this is going to be the official legit Harley Quinn, or at least I hope it is. I mean, so far, seeing that they cast Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, I feel like we're going to get comic book and Batman animated series from the 90s Harley Quinn. Like, we're going to get the one with the accent that sounds like she's from Brooklyn, which is basically the accent that Margot Robbie had in The Wolf of Wall Street, and we're going to get the craziness of that character, which again we saw a little bit of from Margot Robbie in The Wolf of Wall Street. So we know she can pull off this character. She just has to take the character that she played on The Wolf of Wall Street and take her from that level that she was on and just heightening it by 100. So that's what makes me really excited, is the fact that I know that Margot Robbie can play the character, and the fact that she looks like Harley Quinn. Like, if Harley Quinn was taken off of the pages of the comics, I would envision she will look like the way that Margot Robbie looks like. And I can envision her being able to say, Mr. J and Yahtzee. Like, those type of, you know, catchphrases that Harley Quinn is known to say. Like, I can totally envision Margot Robbie saying them and pulling them off. Now I'm curious to hear what you guys think of this casting. Do you like it? Do you not like it? If you don't like it, tell me why you don't like it, and tell me who you would have preferred to be cast as Harley Quinn if you had the choice to pick anyone. Let me know in the comment section below. We can have a discussion about it. And basically that's my thoughts on Margot Robbie being cast as Harley Quinn. Not officially, but at this point it's kind of official, but not really. Thank you all for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Horns is directed by Alexander Aja. It stars Daniel Radcliffe and a bunch of other very talented actors and actresses. Now the premise of this movie follows the story of Dick, who is played by Daniel Radcliffe. Something happens to his girlfriend, and everybody in his town assumes that he was the one that did the act because of obviously he's a boyfriend, and because of things that took place prior to her murder that leads everybody to believe that he was the one that killed her. And because of this,